Hey girl, we have to talk. Listen, you're going about your promotion all wrong. Yes, you, the one who's working super hard, staying after hours, available at all hours of the night, raising your hand for every extra project, you are going about your promotion all wrong. Listen, if hard work were the only thing that it took to get promoted, then you'd already be there. But here's the truth that corporate doesn't tell you. Hard work alone will not get you to the next level. I'm about to break it all the way down for you. What goes into a promotion? How do you get one? And so much more. If you've ever watched somebody who's less qualified, less capable, and even in some cases less deserving than you get a promotion, this one's for you. I've been there before. I was so tired of watching people accelerate their careers, moving up, and seeming like everyone was just taking off and I was getting left behind when I actually knew that I was much more capable than them. And that's not a brag, it's just the truth. I realized I must have been missing something big. My boss isn't looking for the hardest worker. They're looking for the person who's willing to play the game. Yes, the one who's willing to play the game. The one who's willing to be present in the room and not just attending, but having that real presence, saying something. The one who can communicate their impact and the one who's willing to build relationships with people who matter. It's time for you to stop waiting for someone to notice you and start making moves. Here's a cheat code for you. Promotions are not about who's working the hardest. They're about visibility, strategy, and relationships. You only remember one thing from this video, let it be this. Hard work alone is not what's going to get you promoted, but here's what will. Visibility. Visibility is the number one thing because if nobody knows that you're crushing it, then it doesn't really count. You have to make your wins visible. And no, that doesn't mean you're bragging. It means that you're being strategic about how you communicate the impact that you have on the company. Sharing your successes in meetings and making sure that the key decision makers know what you bring to the table. Second thing is strategy, because hard work without a plan is really just busy work, and we're done doing that in 2025. You need to take time to understand what your company values and align yourself to that. What are your boss's priorities? How can you support those priorities? Are you positioning yourself as somebody who solves high-level problems, or are you just filling your plate up with busy work? And finally, we have relationships, because people promote people that they trust. It's not just about the people who do good work. Listen, if you are not building relationships with key decision makers, you are making your job and your career development way harder than it has to be. Ask yourself, who at your company needs to know your name? Who's in rooms that you're not in, and how can you make a genuine connection with them? Once I started thinking about the dreaded office politics like this, I was able to stop waiting for someone to notice the hard work that I was doing and started advocating for myself. I started making my impact clear and really articulating it in a way that leaders understand. That is also just making sure that the work that you're doing is connected to a bottom line. Once I stopped seeing office politics as something to cringe at or something that was meant that I had to backstab or just completely abandon my entire soul and what I stand for, it got a whole lot easier. Once I started prioritizing how to communicate my impact and building relationships that actually mattered, I went from being overlooked to being in demand and being paid. And now I help women do the exact same thing because I know exactly how it feels to be doing everything right and still feel like you're stuck in your career. Trust me, once you start playing the game the right way, everything changes. If this hit home for you, I promise you, you're not crazy and you are not alone. We can fix it, and we can fix it together. First of all, you need to subscribe because I have way more where this came from to help you level up your career this year. And second, if you're serious about getting your promotion this year, you have to download my guide, How to Navigate Corporate Politics. I made it just for you and it's totally free. I walk you through the exact strategy to position yourself for promotion and navigate corporate politics without feeling sleazy. The link's gonna be in the description below, so go ahead and check it out. All right, that's all for now. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, go get what you deserve.